Okay, here's another NS chart. This time, what we are doing is same as the previous one, but if the numbers are same, we are not going to not display anything. Instead, we are going to give the word both same. In the previous exercise, if the two numbers are small, same, we are not printing anything. What we did was we took two numbers. This one is also same. We accepted two numbers, and out of the two numbers, we displayed the lowest number first and the next number afterwards. Suppose the two numbers are same, we didn't display anything in the previous exercise. So in this exercise, we are slightly changing the rule to print the word both same if they are equal. If the Other than that, it is same as the previous one. Okay, you accept the two numbers and display the lowest first and then the next number after that. If the two numbers are same, we are going to display the message both. Okay, so let's go through this. Now, once again, before we continue with this, before you play the rest of the video, stop this and try it on your own to get some experience on that. And then you can play the video and watch the rest. Okay, thank you. So let's start off. Okay, now this time I have done this in a chart to do that. So in the previous one, if you watched, uh, for equal conditions, what we did was we put the word null here. Now this time we don't want null, we want to say both same. So I have put that. So let's try run through again for different values and see. Always remember, for different values, the same flow charts. You can't change the flow charts or the NS chart. Okay, it's the same NS chart. You put different values and go through and see that you get all your desired results. So in this case, whatever number we put, what we are planning is to get the lowest number displayed first, the next lowest number or the next number displayed after. If the two numbers are same, we are going to display the message both same. All are going to happen in the same NS chart. So let's try run through this. We need the screen for the show and the get, and we need the variable num1, one variable, and then we also have another variable called num2. So we need another box for that. So once again reminding you, the screen is the only area the user is able to see. The user will not see this part or the variables. Okay, these are all inside the computer. And why we are keeping it here is for us to dry run and understand exactly how the behavior of this variable and how these NS charts or the instructions that you give to the computer uh, execute, how it goes through one by one. So that's all our idea. Okay, so let's start off, uh, starting the NS chart, and nothing happens there, of course. Here we are saying show enter a number, so that's going to display on the screen. Now the user will see this message and he is going to type the number, but for that number to be accepted and put it into a variable, we need the next statement. So because of this statement only, whatever the user types and press enter will be accepted by num. So when this variable is executing, now we are waiting. The user, let's say, types 10 and press enter, it will be taken by the variable num1. So num1 will become 10. Then you go to the next line, show enter another number, so that message also comes, and now it's waiting in this statement, waiting for the num2. So the user will type whatever the number, say 20, and press enter, it will be accepted by num2, so which is this one. And then after this line, we are going into the next line, which happens to be the condition. So here we are checking whether num1 and num2 are same. Num1 equal to num2. This is a condition check. Are they same? No. Num1 is 10, num2. So this can't be yes, no. This is false. So no. Num1 equals num2? No. So we have to go through this side. If it is yes only, we have to go through this side. So for this set of numbers, this is not yes. This is no. So we go through this side. Okay. Otherwise, we come through this side and come out. Now in this case, since they are not same, we come to the no. And in the no side, we have another condition happening. This entire area is this line separates the yes side and the no side of this condition. So this condition's no side, now we are here. So which happens to be another condition after the no. Okay. So now here again the system is going to check for another condition. This time it's checking whether num1 is less than, this is less than, remember, num2. Num1 is 10, num2 is 20. Is this less? Yes. 10 is less than 20. Num2 is 20. So this is yes. If it is no, it will come to this side. If it is yes, it will come to this side. So since 10 is less than 20, this condition is yes. So you go to the yes side. So in the yes side, we are printing, since num1 is less, according to this condition, num1 is less than num2. So that's why we are printing num1 first, because we know if you come through this side, we can assume num1 is smaller than the num2. Otherwise, it wouldn't have come onto the yes side. So because this is 10 and this is 20, num1 is less. So you come here, yes, you come here, and this says show num1. So num1 is 10. Num1 is 10. So 10 is displayed. Then we go to the next line in that yes side, which is show num2. Num2 is 20. So it displays 20. After this, you come to the next line, which is end. If there are, you can have any number of statements inside this. It will execute one by one. Now, in this case, we have only two statements, so it did those two, and we don't actually require any other statements. These all we are planning to do here, so we have only two statements here. So after doing these two statements, it will come out to the line following that, which happens to be the end. So now that is done. So as you can see, when you enter 10 and 20, it's printing the 10, which is the smallest number, then the next number 20. So that's okay. So now let's try with first number larger. Okay, first number larger, the other way around. Same in chart, no changes. Go through, we need the screen and the variables, and then we start. Then you go here, it says show enter a number. So this message is displayed, and you go to the next line, which is to accept the number. So the user seeing this message will type a number, we hope. He types 20 and let's say press enter. That will be accepted by the variable num1 because we are here. So num1 will become 20. Then it will go to the next line, which is this one, which says show enter another number. So it will just display that number message also. Then you go to the next line to accept that number, right? So the user seeing this message will type another number. So this time he types 10 and press enter. That will be accepted by num2. So num2 will become 10. Then after this accept, we go to the next line, which happens to be the condition of the decision box. So here we are checking num1 equals to num2. Is this equal to this? Num1 and num2, right? 20 equals to 10? No. So if it is yes only, you have to come this way. So since it is no, we go to this side. And in this side, in the no side, the no side is separated by this. Remember this line. So in the no side, we have another decision box. In this one, we are checking whether num1 is less than num2. Num1 is 20, num2 is 10. Is this less? No. 20 can't be less than 10. So this condition is false. So which means no. So it comes to this side. So in this side, since we know the first number is not less than second number, what we are doing is we are printing the second number first, which happens to be show num2, happens to be 10, the lowest number out of the two, right? So it displays 10. Then go to the next line, show num1. Num1 is 20. So it displays that number, and then after that it comes to the end. We are at the end of the NS chart. So as you can see again, even though we entered the first number as a larger number 20 and the second number a lower number 10, still it displayed the lower number first and the higher number after that, right? So now let's try the same thing with same numbers. So again we have the same NS chart, okay, no changes. We are running, we need the two variables num1 and num2 and the screen. And remember, screen is the only area the user is able to see. These two are only for us to dry run and understand. So, and these are actually inside the computer, and user will not be able to see that. Those are in the chips or the memory. Right. So let's start. Okay. Then you go to the next line. Show enter a number. So message is displayed. Go to the next one to accept the number for that. So the user is typing some number. Let's say 20 will be accepted by num1. So num1 will become 20. Then after that, subsequently, it go to the next line, which is to say show enter another number message. Okay. So that message will come and it will go to this line to accept the number for that. So num2 is waiting. Now user, let's say, types the same number again, 20. So that will be taken by num2. So num2 will become that, and then you go to the line following the get num2, which happens to be the decision box. So in that, first thing we are checking is num1 and num2 are same? Yeah, in this case it is same. This is 20, this is 20, so they are same. So therefore it will go through the yes side, not the no side. So when it goes to the yes side, it's going to do this part. So this will not happen. So when it comes here to the yes side, you go to the next line, which happens to say show both same. So it will display that message, both same. And after doing that, it will go to the next line, which is end. So that brings us to the end of this. As you can see, we tried with lower number first, higher number after, higher number first, lower number after, and both same number. And this is the requirement of a NS chart. So we have wrote the NS chart in this way, and this is doing what we want. You can put other numbers, and also you can try on your own dry running this. Okay, so that brings us to the end of this, and we'll come up with another question in the next one. Thank you very much.